Hello everyone, do you know what is citric acid cycle? Citric acid cycle, also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle or the Krebs cycle, is a series of chemical reactions used by aerobic organisms to release stored energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate, ATP. This cycle occurs in the mitochondria. Glycolysis process happens before citric acid cycle. In the glycolysis process, glucose molecule is converted to pyruvate. Pyruvate formed at the end of glycolysis undergoes oxidation. Pyruvate oxidation converts pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon molecule, into acetyl-CoA, which is a 2-carbon molecule attached to coenzyme A, producing a nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NADH, and releasing 1 carbon dioxide molecule in the process. The oxidation process is catalyzed by enzyme pyruvate dehydrogenase. Pyruvate dehydrogenase is an important target for regulation, as it controls the amount of acetyl-CoA fed into the citric acid cycle.
The citric acid cycle is a closed loop. The last part of the pathway reforms the molecule used in the first step. The cycle includes 8 major steps. The first step of citric acid cycle, CAC, begins when acetyl-CoA combines with a 4-carbon acetate molecule, oxaloacetate, to form 6-carbon molecule called citrate. In the second step, citrate is converted into its isomer, isocitrate, by first removal and then addition of a water molecule. This step is catalyzed by enzyme aconitase.
In the third step, isocitrate is oxidized and releases a molecule of carbon dioxide, leaving behind a 5-carbon molecule, alpha-ketoglutarate. During this step, 1 molecule of carbon dioxide is released and NAD+ is reduced to form NADH. The enzyme catalyzing this step is enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. For the fourth step, alpha-ketoglutarate is oxidized to form the unstable compound succinyl-CoA. It reduces NAD+ to NADH and releases a molecule of carbon dioxide in the process. The enzyme catalyzing this step is alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase.
In step 5, succinyl-CoA releases coenzyme A and phosphorylates ADP into ATP. However, some cells use GDP instead of ADP to form guanosine triphosphate. The 4-carbon molecule produced in this step is called succinate. Succinate is oxidized by enzyme succinate dehydrogenase to form fumarate. 2 hydrogens are transferred to FAD to form flavin adenine dinucleotide. Fumarate is hydrated by fumarase to malate. Malate is oxidized by enzyme malate dehydrogenase to form regenerate oxaloacetate and produce 1 molecule of NADH. The cycle is repeated.
Hello everyone, do you know what is citric acid cycle? Citric acid cycle, also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle or the Krebs cycle, is a series of chemical reactions used by aerobic organisms to release stored energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate.
Created using Powtoon.